Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel, 12 Seasons of Astrology. This is your 2020 year ahead astrology prediction forecast horoscope, which covers the retrogrades, eclipses, and conjunctions. I'll start with the eclipses first. On January 10th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, your first house, that will oppose Mercury in Capricorn, your seventh house. That will oppose Saturn in Capricorn, your seventh house, and that will oppose Pluto in Capricorn, your seventh house. So over the next 6 months, something gradually gets eclipsed out, dealing with your appearance, your physique, or your personality. And it gets transformed, it changes, something gets about your appearance. It is either there's structure about it, you get disciplined, there could be limitations or restrictions regarding your appearance or physique or your personality over the next 6 months. On June 5th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, your sixth house, that will square Mars in Pisces, your ninth house. Over the next 6 months, something gradually gets eclipsed out, dealing with your health. Maybe whatever if you had a health condition, it gets eclipsed out on within the next 6 months, or your daily routine. Something changes about your routine changes in the next 6 months, or something about your job gets eclipsed out over the next 6 months. On June 21st, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, your first house. This is a fresh start, a new beginning, something that will gradually blossom and grow over the next 6 months, dealing with your appearance, your physique, or your personality. On July 4th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, your seventh house. Over the next 6 months, something gradually gets eclipsed out with your committed relationship. Maybe you decide to file for divorce, or if you're you may decide to separate or just part ways permanently with your committed relationship and or your business partnership. On November 30th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, your 12th house. So gradually over the next 6 months, something about your recovery, your healing, your hospital, or karma, confinement, jail, or prison gets eclipsed out over the next 6 months. On December 14th, there's a new moon solar eclipse, a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, your sixth house. So there is a fresh start, a new beginning. Over the next 6 months, something gradually grows and blossoms regarding your health. Your health could improve. You have a new, if you have an ailment, it's completely gone by now, or there's a new beginning with that. You start a daily routine, or it's possible you may start a new job altogether. Let's see. I'll go ahead and start with the conjunctions. On January 12th, there's Pluto in Capricorn, your seventh house, will conjunct Saturn in Capricorn, your seventh house. There's increased activities involving your committed relationships and or business partnerships that gets transformed, structured, disciplined. Either could be involve some restrictions or limitations regarding your seventh house as well. This is during I would say January 6th through January 13th. The next conjunction, Jupiter in Capricorn, your seventh house, will conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, your seventh house, 3 times on April 4th, June 30th, and November 12th. There's increased activities involving your committed relationship and or business partnership. There's just like transformation changes, something gets transformed regarding your relationship. Let's see. The next conjunction on March 31st, Saturn in Aquarius will conjunct Mars in Aquarius. This is more activities involving your, this is in your 8th house, your loans, your child support, alimony, shared finances, something that gets structured, disciplined, limitations, and restrictions regarding your 8th house, your loans, inheritance, child support, alimony, or shared finances. Okay, and then I'll start with the retrogrades. Mercury will retrograde 3 times on all 3 water signs. The first one in Pisces, your 9th house, from February 16th through March 9th. This is dealing with your long distance travel, spirituality, religion, education, publishing, broadcasting. Looks like something gets revised, reworked, revisited, redone, restarted, or reset. The next Mercury retrograde in Cancer, your 1st house, from June 17th to July 11th. This is once again, your 1st house. Looks like you have to redo something regarding your appearance, physique, or personality. On, let's see, the 3rd retrograde, Mercury retrograde, is in Scorpio. Your 5th house will retrograde from October 13th through November 3rd, which is the election day. It looks like this is your 5th house, dealing with something you have to restart, revisit, revise, redo, reset, dealing with your children, your pregnancy, an artistic project, fun and leisure, romance, the stock market, or your lottery or casino. The next retrograde, Mars in Aries. Mars will retrograde in Aries from September 9th through November 13th. Mars will be in Aries for 6 months, from June 27th through January 2021. And this is your 10th house of career or achievement or success that you're trying to achieve. And that has to get revised, revisited, reworked, redone, reset. And this is something, whatever you're trying to achieve, you have to redo it or reset it or restart it. The next retrograde, Venus in Gemini, your 12th house, will retrograde from May 13th through June 24th. Venus will be in Gemini for 4 months, from April 4th through August 7th. This is your 12th house of karma, recovery, healing, hospital, confinement, jail, or prison. It's something that has to be redone or restarted. The next retrograde, Saturn. Saturn in Aquarius will retrograde from May 10th through September 29th. This is Saturn in Aquarius, your 8th house. So this is involving your inheritance, loans, shared finances, child support, alimony. There's something about that has to get structured, disciplined, restricted, or limited. And let's see, the next retrograde, Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter will enter Capricorn on December 2nd, 2019, and remain there until December 19th, 2020. It will retrograde from May 14th, 2020 through September 12th, 2020. And this is your 7th house of committed relationship or a business partnership that you have to revise, redo, restart, or rework, or revisit. I'll start with the squares. Mars in Aries will square Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. Mars in Aries, your 10th house, will square Jupiter in Capricorn, your 7th house, on August 4th and October 19th. This is your career, and this is dealing with your career and a goal that you're trying to achieve that will interfere with your committed relationship or business partnership. On Mars in Aries, your 10th house will square Saturn and Capricorn the 7th on August 24th and September 29th. Once again, this is your career, and the goal that you're trying to achieve will somehow interfere with your committed relationships and business partnership that has to be structured, disciplined. There's some limitations and restrictions involved as well. And then Mars in Aries, your 10th house, will square Pluto and Capricorn the 7th on August 13th, October 9th, and December 23rd. This is, again, your career, and the goal that you're trying to achieve will interfere with your committed relationships, business partnerships. There could be more confrontations, conflicts, challenges. It looks like it gets something about that changes and gets completely transformed as well. Okay, Cancer, that's all I have for 2020. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also, please remember to check out my other videos that I have posted. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.